Hey, I'm Roland with Mobile Geeks here at CES 2016, and we're at the Lenovo booth taking a look at the X1 tablet. So the X1 tablet is pretty much the craziest construction around a tablet that I've seen so far because it's modular. You can use this with your ThinkPad pen just to get that thing straight. So you get the Wacom pen experience on here, 2048 pressure sensitivity levels, and so you're definitely good to go. For note taking, the pen isn't around right here, but I promise you it works. We get a 12-inch display. This one has a 2160 by 1440 resolution. Under the hood, you'll end up with the Core M SoCs. In this case, it's the M7 6Y75, running at 1.2 gigahertz and going up to above 3 gigahertz, definitely in the burst mode. But what's more interesting are those 16 gigabytes of onboard memory. You get up to 1 terabyte of storage through SSD. All the ports are there. You have a 2 megapixel camera on the front right here. There is a fingerprint reader on the side here that's optional, so you can definitely get this with or without this. It works like on the phone. You just put your finger on there and you're logged in. But as soon as you start going around the device, it's getting really interesting. You have your mini display port right there. That's one of the speakers, full-size USB port right there, and the USB Type-C port. Moving on to the other side, there's your CanSync lock and the volume rocker plus your headset jack and another speaker. Up top is where the power button sits, and on the back there is an 8 megapixel camera with a single flash ThinkPad logo, including ThinkPad LED on the eye there. And down here, this is where it starts getting kind of nuts, because you just pull this lever and out comes your stand, so you can just basically fold this out. Over here you can see there is this looks like a SIM card slot. That's the SD card slot. There will be 4G models of this device. Up here is the SIM card slot where you can see it. And if you want it, you can just fold this down, tear off this part down here, and what you'll end up doing is basically building this weird contraption, which is actually pretty awesome, because what they're doing is they're allowing you to extend the device modularly. So on the one tablet, on the bottom, you always get the port connector, so you can definitely just hook up this cover with the keyboard in it. It's got a backlight on it, it's got the track point, you get the full shebang about the buttons here. You have a glass trackpad that works very nicely. It's super smooth and pretty accurate actually. It has the tendency to slightly wobble a bit when you type. You can even choose to just have it tilt up all the way, but usually you're supposed to use it like that because there's 2 folding points down here. It is pretty sturdy. I cannot hear if it's louder than the type cover on the Surface, but trust me, this is a pretty decent keyboard for a tablet. But when you take this off, it's getting even more interesting, because what they're doing down here is they're putting in modules. So if you want to, you can add different functionality to this. Down here you have the connector for the keywords, so this just clicks in there. These are focus buttons, and this is what turns on the magic. You just hold this button and there should be the beamer lighting up. So over here you go. There you have the integrated beamer that you know from the yoga tablets. With this you can just put your presentation on the wall or just watch a movie if you want. What's even more interesting is they have the switch over here. It says HDMI on it, which is you can feed HDMI video in to this device and have it use it only. So where it's getting interesting is you can remove this. So basically you just unlatch here and then you can just pull this off. So what they do is basically they put all of the main connection ports down here, and there you can see how it docks into things. So you have a docking port right there. This is the USB 3 or keyboard connector, and if you want, you can just remove it and replace this. So if you want to, you can get this extension, which is basically a battery plus a bunch of ports, connects in the same way, unlatches the same way. On the side here, you get a USB 3.0 port of the full size to extend it. On the other end, you get another docking port plus your HDMI out. So let me just quickly put this in here, have it latch, just a second, there you go, and now you're good to go. The other option is getting this module, which has a Intel RealSense camera in it, so you can also do all these funky 3D stuff with it. On this one you also get another USB 3 port and another HDMI out. So this is basically a whole ecosystem of a business tablet that is going to be available very soon, starting at $899. and you can pretty much build your dream tablet with it using all these modules over here and your keyboard dock, and in the end you'll end up with this kind of weird zombie all-in-one tablet device. So that's just been a very quick look at the Lenovo X1 tablet out of the ThinkPad family here at CES 2016.